Excuse me, Molly, would you mind terribly explaining to me what this is I just found in the fridge? This fancy-looking pack of steaks I see right here in the middle of the top shelf? This is premium-grade beef, Molly. I can tell by the wrapper. It must have cost a small fortune. Gloria? I'm going to go ahead and ignore that question because I have a much better one. Why are you going through our fridge? What, did you think I was going to let you get away with this sort of thing? I stopped by to check in and decided to take a little look around. And how did you get inside? How do you think I used the spare key I held on to?
What? But I could have sworn I took your spare key back weeks ago.
It's my job as your mother-in-law to stop by and make sure you're properly taking care of the house. Honestly, if I didn't, who knows what kind of filth you'd be living in. You have a habit of slacking off, Molly, and I have to straighten out that nasty nature of yours.
Don't ignore me, Gloria. I explicitly told you when I took your key away that I wanted you to stop doing exactly what you're doing now. You can't just let yourself into our house uninvited. Now, you owe me another explanation. Why do you still even have the key?
Because Sawyer, my loving son, gave it back to me. He understands that a mother's presence in a home is important, especially when her daughter-in-law can't even be trusted to handle basic homemaking. He is a thoughtful boy, so different from certain other people I could name.
Right, Sawyer. I should have known that he would have given it back to you when I wasn't looking. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have this conversation again. Gloria, I get it. I really do. Having a spare key for emergencies is convenient. However, I have made my feelings on this subject crystal clear. You can't just drop by whenever you feel like it. Going through our refrigerator, touching our laundry, rearranging our shelves, that sort of stuff is not helpful. It's invasive. We have our own way of doing things, our own lifestyle, our own home. I can't have you constantly coming into my house when we're not around. You need to ask. This is a simple issue of boundaries, and I am definitely not being unreasonable here.
Boundaries? Oh, don't make me laugh. This is my son's house. Why on earth should I need permission to walk into a home I helped him build? I can't imagine why you wouldn't want your own mother-in-law coming around your house when you aren't home. Unless, of course, you're hiding something from my son. Is that what this is? Are you afraid I'll discover your dirty, salacious little secrets?
No, of course not. That's not at all what I'm talking about.
Then if you have nothing to hide, quit acting like you do. Simple as that. I'm just doing my duty as a concerned mother and grandmother. My poor Sawyer is stuck with a woman who can't even keep a house properly. So yes, I check, I inspect, I guide. And I am kind enough to point out your many shortcomings so you can improve yourself. There's no other way that you'll ever become a decent wife to my son or a decent mother to my grandchild. The least you could do is thank me.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Gloria.
Not a single shred of sincerity, just like always. Thank yous and sorries mean nothing if you keep messing every last thing up. Now back to the matter at hand. Tell me about this pack of steaks I found in the fridge. Where did it come from?
My cousin sent it to me. She ordered half a cow and said the steaks were absolutely fantastic, so she gave me a couple.
But that's not what I'm asking about. Why are there 3 of them, Do you have an explanation for that little detail?
Why do you think? It's because there are 3 people in our family. Me, Sawyer, and Jordan.
Oh, I see. So you were planning to eat the same quality of food as your husband and son? Let me remind you of something I've told you again and again. A good wife always serves the finest portions to her husband and children. Then she can make do with whatever's left over when they're finished. Scraps, bones, whatever's cold and uneaten. And not only that, she should do it with a smile. That's how a real wife behaves. You should be grateful to even cook such food, let alone dream of eating it. Honestly, your entitlement is nauseating. As a punishment, I'll be taking one of these home with me. Consider it a penalty.
Wait, what? Why? That doesn't make any sense. So just because I'm a wife and a mother, I don't deserve to eat something nice every now and then? You were a wife too, weren't you?
Oh, don't you dare start with me. Yes, I was a wife, a real one, unlike you. My husband has passed and my son is a grown man now, so my circumstances are different. Back in my day, my mother-in-law wouldn't even let me look at anything but bologna sandwiches. It was hard for me to watch my husband and son eating all the wonderful things she would cook for them, but I endured it because that's what a proper wife does. Are you getting me, Molly? A woman of virtue suffers with dignity.
Except that's not what happened. When you were pregnant with Sawyer, you ignored your doctor's advice and ate whatever you wanted. You gained a dangerous amount of weight, but every time your doctor told you to cut back on your meals, you called them a quack and went to a new doctor. That's why your mother-in-law put you on a restricted diet. And after giving birth, your husband told me you made a hobby of ordering fancy foods for yourself in secret and never shared with either of them. He even said you once had a monthly subscription to mail-order desserts.
That's irrelevant. We're not talking about me. The point is that a woman like you doesn't deserve to be sitting around eating gourmet meals. Just the thought of it is absurd. Go eat some day-old white bread and be thankful for it.
Tell you what, how about I just restrict my diet to the grass clippings from mowing the yard? Would that make you happy?
Well, that's a good start. Now, because I'm in a generous mood, I'll let it go this once. But only this once. From now on, don't you dare think about slacking off again. I'll be back to check on you again, and next time I won't be so forgiving.
Gloria, this was you, wasn't it? Don't play dumb with me. I am not interested in playing any stupid games. Just answer the question. What happened here?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Molly, must you always start with the accusations? You're like a broken record. Seems like inventing conspiracy theories against me is a hobby for you.
I told you, no games. Sawyer was at work today and Jordan and I were out of the house. I know that you came by the house today. You know what that means, right? It means there's only one person in the world who could be responsible for this mess, and that's you. So start talking.
Heavens to Betsy, you're acting awfully self-righteous for the woman who's actually at fault here.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, I can take that as a full-throated confession then.
Excuse me, but this is an opportunity for you to do some introspection for once. You should be thinking about what you did wrong to make me want to do what I did. I walked in and saw a whole spread laid out like some holiday banquet. Pizza, salads, pastries, wine glasses, and an entire cake decorated like it was ready for a wedding. And all of it set up without so much as a word to me. No message, no invitation. It's completely obvious what was going on here. You were really planning to sit here and gorge yourself on expensive food while my son was working himself to the bone. Shame on you, Molly. Absolutely shameless.
You threw everything out?
I most certainly did. That's the only appropriate course of action to deal with such a disgusting display of selfishness. I tossed every last dish in the trash. And the cake, well, I wasn't about to let it go entirely to waste. I had a slice or two. It was decent, not fantastic at any rate, but you deserved none of it. Let this be a wake-up call. Don't think you can sneak around and treat yourself behind my son's back again.
Gloria, let me ask you something else. Do you even know what today is?
Watch your tone, young lady. I will not be spoken to like a misbehaving child. Show some basic respect, will you?
Just answer the question. Do you even know what day it is today?
Why should I? It's Sunday and the day I finally had time to stop by and do a proper inspection. That's all that matters.
It's Jordan's birthday today.
What?
Well, Jordan's actual birthday is in 3 days, but it falls on a weekday. So today was the only day we could gather his friends and host a party. It was going to be his first birthday party with friends. He helped me decorate everything, he picked out the cake, he even wrote Happy Birthday Jordan on it in icing. Are you telling me you didn't catch that while you were gorging on it by yourself?
No. His birthday wasn't today, was it? I thought it was next weekend, or... no one told me there was going to be a party today.
Yeah, and do you want to take a wild guess at what that is? It's because we didn't want you here. We were afraid you'd do exactly this. And while I was out with Jordan picking up his friends, you trashed all the food and ate the birthday cake. You even took back the key I confiscated from you last week when I told you, again, that you were never to do this again. Jordan's sitting in his room crying his eyes out, Gloria. What the hell were you thinking, you senile old bat?
How was I supposed to know? You didn't tell me about any of this. And that cake didn't even look like a birthday cake. It could have been for anything. I will not sit here and allow you to blame me for your lack of communication.
Don't you dare spin this on me, you devious, dementia-addled dunce. We didn't communicate this to you because every time you get involved, you bulldoze everything in your path. You have ruined anniversaries, dinners, weekends, and now you've ruined possibly the worst thing of all, your own grandson's birthday party.
Oh, come on, stop acting like some helpless victim. You're always making one excuse after another. Maybe if you actually behaved like a proper wife, clean, respectful, and grateful, then I wouldn't have to constantly monitor you like this. You brought this all on yourself.
That's it. That does it. I can't take this anymore. You didn't just ruin your grandson's birthday. You're blaming me for it? I am done with you, Gloria. You can go straight to hell with all your sanctimonious, patronizing lectures. I am not going to sit here and pretend this is normal. Nothing about this is okay. And it's so not okay that I have to do something shocking enough to finally slap some sense into you. So guess what, Gloria? I am leaving. I am taking my son and walking out of this house.
What the hell are you talking about? You can't just abandon your marriage. You're my daughter-in-law. You married into this family. You belong to us now. Think I'm bluffing? Watch me. You think you can keep barging in, wrecking our home, and stealing our food, crossing boundaries? And that Sawyer can just keep handing you our key like that's nothing? To hell with that. I have had enough. I am taking Jordan and going to stay at my parents' place. And as soon as I get settled in, I am filing for divorce. What? You can't divorce my son, and you can't go see your parents either. You were supposed to have cut ties with your side of the family when you married him. You are ours now. We made you one of us.
You don't get to own people, Gloria. This isn't some medieval empire where the mother-in-law is queen. I don't have to do anything you say to me, you crotchety old geezer.
How can you be speaking to your mother-in-law like this?
Oh, you think this is bad? Imagine how bad all the things I want to say to you are. I have held back for years because of Sawyer, because of Jordan, because I didn't want to make a scene. But now, it's time to be honest. I have hated you since the very beginning. From the moment we met, you looked down on me, you sneered at me, you criticized everything from how I folded laundry to how I spoke. You have stolen food out of my fridge. You insulted me in my own home. You have humiliated me in front of my husband and son. Still, I kept trying. I bit my tongue, swallowed my pride because I wanted Jordan to have a peaceful home. But this, ruining the most important day of his year, that is unforgivable. And the worst part, you didn't even feel bad about it. You thought it was funny. You actually believed you were teaching me a lesson.
All right, calm down, will you? Maybe I overreacted, but divorce, isn't that a bit extreme?
No, I definitely do not.
Really? You're willing to ruin your family over a piece of cake?
You think this is about cake?
No, I get it now. I do. I'm sorry.
You're sorry? You ruined the party that Jordan had been looking forward to for the last several months and constantly telling his friends about. And all you have to say for yourself is, I'm sorry? What are you, 5? Anyway, I am leaving today. Jordan and I are going back to my parents, like I said, and there is not a thing you can do to stop me. We'll stay there until the divorce is finalized.
Wait, Molly, please, don't do this. I said I'm sorry.
And I said that sorry isn't enough. This isn't something an apology can patch over.
Oh, please, there must be something I can do to make you change your mind.
It would take literally earth-shattering reforms in order to get me to change my mind. For starters, at the very least, if Sawyer doesn't personally go and rip the spare key to our house out of your old crusty, wrinkled hands, I am gone. Then let's say he does that, and we manage to reconcile our differences and avoid a divorce. If you so much as set one of your disgusting, crooked, gout-laden toes on our property, I am gone. Instantly. No discussion. I am out the door forever. Oh, and one other thing. This glorious little mess that you've made, you and Sawyer are gonna clean it up. There are 2 hours left until the party starts. You two will have this place spotless and have all new party favors and food set out no later than an hour and a half from now.
An hour and a half? But Molly, you're being unreasonable. We can't possibly clean all this up in that little time. Even if we did, there's no way we'd be able to do that and cook a new dinner for you.
I'm sorry, did I ask for your opinion? If you want to give your opinions, go to the next city council meeting and complain about all the youngins skateboarding on the sidewalk.
Well, what about Sawyer? Don't you care what he thinks? That pathetic weakling, he can't even protect his wife and son from his demon-spawned mother. His opinion doesn't matter either.
The clock is ticking, Gloria. Unless you want your son drowning in alimony and child support payments as a single divorced 40-something, then call him now and tell him my ultimatum. Got that?
Yes, Molly.
Obviously, they didn't meet the deadline. After everything, I did what I had to do. I calmed Jordan down, wiped his tears, and did my best to salvage the day. I apologized to the guests, to the other moms, and we quickly relocated the party to a nearby restaurant with private rooms. The staff was kind, the kids were forgiving, and little by little, Jordan began to smile again. Watching him laugh with his friends, even after everything, gave me the strength I needed. That evening, I packed our things and took Jordan to my parents' house. Sawyer messaged over and over, like, "Mom didn't mean it. Let me buy a new cake. Can't you just be the adult and say sorry?" Every word made me angrier. He still didn't understand. Not the key, not the invasion, not the betrayal. He thought this was just about a cake. But it wasn't. It was years of silence, of disrespect, of putting his mother above his own wife and child. So now I'm done. I've started the divorce process. It's overwhelming and exhausting, but I'm committed. I will build a peaceful, stable life, not just for me, for Jordan too, because he deserves better, and so do I.
Hey, Carol, it's time.
Time for you to stop making cryptic texts? What is it, Adam?
It's time for you to divorce me. It's over, Carol.
I'm sorry, what? Did I just read that correctly? Are you actually telling me to divorce you? Casually? Over text?
Don't act so shocked. You had to know something was going on. I've been working late for weeks now. Well, here's the truth. I proposed today and she said yes. So now that I've upgraded, you're no longer needed. I want a divorce so I can marry the woman I actually love.
Hold on, what are you even saying? You've had a girlfriend, you proposed to her, and I'm just now hearing about it? What in the world is going on? Are you seriously telling me you've been cheating on me?
Cheating? No, not cheating. I've just been spending time with someone who actually deserves me. Her name is Lena. She's sweet, honest, beautiful, and nothing like you. She's 20 years old, still in college, full of life. She actually smiles when she talks to me.
She's 20? You are 44. That's nearly half your age. She's practically the same age as our son. This isn't just inappropriate, it's disgusting. You should be ashamed of yourself. What would our son say if he knew you were sleeping around on me with a woman who he might have gone to school with?
Oh, come on. Age is just a number. Love is love, Carol. You sound jealous. And frankly, I'm amazed you didn't catch on earlier. She's been over to the house multiple times. We weren't even subtle about it.
Wait a second. You brought her into our home?
Yep, she's been here. You probably vacuumed the guest room after we were done with it. Maybe even washed her clothes with mine. Honestly, it's kind of funny how oblivious you were.
You absolute piece of garbage. You actually made me wash her dirty laundry? I was out here doing the laundry, cooking meals, and scrubbing the bathroom while you were upstairs treating our house like a sleazy motel? God, I think I'm gonna be sick.
Look, don't blame me for your blindness. This is exactly why older women like you get replaced. You're bitter, you're tired, you don't have it anymore. Lena, on the other hand, she's vibrant. She makes me feel like a man again.
You're not a man, Adam. You're a midlife crisis in human form. You're embarrassing.
Call me whatever you want, Carol, but it's not gonna change the reality here. I'm marrying Lena, and I need you gone. I'm not supporting some washed-up housewife who thinks putting on lipstick before dinner counts as romance. Women over 40 are finished. You should be grateful I put up with you this long.
Oh, you want to talk about women over 40, huh? Well, if I'm over the hill, what's that make you?
Oh, please, men and women aren't the same thing. Men ripen like a fine wine. Women, on the other hand, ripen like bananas.
I'd say your banana hasn't been ripe in quite some time, but I digress. You know what? Fine. I'll divorce you. I want absolutely no part in whatever nightmare you're walking into. I don't even want to breathe the same air as the bed you defiled with your barely legal girlfriend. But let me make one thing clear. You are 100% at fault here. You broke your vows. So yes, I will be demanding alimony. A lot of alimony, and I expect it paid in full up front.
Sure, fine, whatever. Consider it a little charity on my part. I feel sorry for you. You have to spend the rest of your very short life dumped, old, and alone. Take your hush money and go knit in peace.
Don't pretend you're being generous. You're just desperate to clear the way for this fantasy life you think you're building with a college student who still calls her mom when she's sick.
Talk. I'm tired of going around in circles with you about this. I'm moving on. I've got a future now. A young, beautiful fiancé, wedding plans, honeymoon ideas. You've got cat hair and empty wine bottles.
Good luck with that. You're a 40-something narcissist with back problems and a used car. You're not starting a new life, you're starring in a public meltdown.
Call it what you want. I'm done here. The papers are coming soon. Try not to cry on them.
Oh, I'll sign them with a smile. And when your shiny little college romance crumbles under the weight of your stupidity, I'll be toasting to my freedom.
That's rich. Still clinging to dignity, huh?
No, Adam, I'm clinging to reality, something you clearly abandoned the moment you started hitting on people young enough to rent a car with a cosigner. Good luck. You'll need it.
Hey, Carol, it's been a while, huh? How are you holding up these days? Let me guess, you're sitting alone in a tiny apartment, microwaving leftovers, surrounded by piles of laundry and bills. It must be rough for you right now. You're over 40, single, and completely invisible to society. I can't imagine there's a line of suitors forming outside your door either. And with your limited paycheck, you're probably just scraping by. It must be a very humbling experience.
Wow. Is this seriously how you start a conversation now? You just pop in after ghosting me for months with some pathetic attempt at schadenfreude? You sound like you're describing some sad movie character you made up in your head. Why are you sending me those weird little fantasy monologues about my misery? Do you actually think I'm sitting here hoping to hear from you?
Hey, I'm just being friendly and trying to check in. You don't have to be so hostile. I figured you'd appreciate a little human connection, but I guess bitterness doesn't age well, huh?
You're not checking in, you're gloating, and it's pathetic. And it's very similar to the last time we talked. I remember you gloating then about marrying your college girl sweetheart. Shouldn't you be off having candlelit dinners and posting inspirational quotes about age gap love on social media? Why are you even texting your ex-wife?
Yeah, about that. Turns out Lena isn't exactly the dream I signed up for. Things have shifted. She's kinda awful, to be honest.
Oh, really? You don't say.
She says she's too swamped with school to do anything at home. She won't cook, won't clean, won't do laundry. She says the apartment is too big, like that's somehow my fault. Everything's too much or not enough.
I see. Please go on.
Last week she told me my clothes smell like cigarettes and she refuses to wash them because her stuff will stink. Now she just piles my laundry in a basket and walks past it like it's invisible. So guess what I'm doing now?
Oh, please, Adam, the anticipation is killing me. Don't make me guess.
Instead of home-cooked meals, I'm eating microwaved pasta from the gas station every night, wiping down counters with paper towels, washing my own underwear in the sink like some kind of intern. I get home from work and I'm still working, except now it's vacuuming and trash duty.
Wow, that is all just so terrible. Absolutely terrible. What about money? Are you having money problems?
She's blowing through money like I'm made of it. Subscriptions, cosmetics, Uber Eats for herself but not me. I checked my bank app this morning. I've got $53. That's it! $53 to my name! The last time I had that little money was when we were first married and broke. Except now I don't even have a supportive partner. I've got a roommate who calls me brah and leaves passive-aggressive sticky notes on the fridge.
Wow, I'd say I'm surprised, but I'm really not. This was inevitable, Adam. You made your bed, and now you're apparently using it as a laundry drying rack.
Are you seriously just gonna laugh this off? I'm telling you, Carol, she changed! After the wedding, she became a totally different person! She used to smile at me like I was the center of her world! Now she barely even looks up from her phone! I don't know who I married!
You don't know who you married because you never bothered to find out. You fell in love with a filtered version of her, the fun parts, the cute texts and bedroom selfies. But who was keeping the house running? So you could pretend you were put together. I was. Lena saw a version of you that I created through years of maintenance and effort. She never had to see the back end of your life. Until now. Now she has to clean up after the man-child she thought was a grown-up, and she's not impressed. And by the way, when you live with someone twice your age, it stops being exciting real quick. It becomes exhausting. The wrinkles, the complaining, the control issues, all of it's harder to ignore when you're seeing it up close every day.
You don't have to enjoy this so much! I'm telling you this because I'm hurting! And now to make matters worse, my company found out about the affair!
Oh goodness, please, tell me what the fallout from that was.
I got demoted and my pay was cut by 25%. Lena's been even colder to me ever since, too. She started spending more nights at study groups, and I know what that means. Half the time she doesn't even come home anymore. And without your salary in the household, everything's tighter than ever. We can barely keep up with rent and utilities. The fridge is empty most of the time, and I don't even have enough to order a pizza. I honestly don't understand how the company found out. It's not like I broadcast it. So how the hell did it get out?
I guess you forgot, huh?
Forgot what?
The CEO of your parent company is my cousin on my mom's side. I've had a direct line to the top of that company since before you even got hired.
Wait, what? What kind of connection even is that?
The kind that gets things done. My mom was furious about how you treated me, and she vented to her sister. And her sister, being the person she is, probably passed it along to her son, who, just to refresh your memory, is the CEO. It doesn't take long for word to travel, Adam. Especially when it's about a scandal. And for the record, my cousin has always liked me. He used to joke that I was too smart for you, and I guess I can say now that he was right.
So this was your doing! You're the one who did this to me!
I didn't ruin you, you tanked yourself. Don't pretend this is some master revenge plot. You blew up your own life by having an affair with a college girl you barely knew. I didn't plant the explosives, I just stopped holding the wires together.
But still, I mean, come on! You could have stopped it! You could have said something to them!
Why would I? You cheated on me. You embarrassed yourself. You lost a job I helped you get. What exactly do you think I owe you?
Carol, please, can you at least talk to your cousin? Help me get the demotion reversed? I'm barely getting by out here!
What do you want me to do about it? It's not my company, I don't work there. Even if I called him, which I won't, it wouldn't make a difference. They're not going to reinstate someone they just busted for ethics violations. That's not how the corporate world works.
Then help me some other way. Move back in with me. The place is filthy. There's laundry everywhere. My dress shirts are wrinkled beyond saving. I don't even own a working iron. I miss how you used to make the house feel livable. Can't you just come back, clean up a bit, maybe cook a few meals?
Absolutely not. Why on earth would I come back just to take care of my ex-husband? If you're that desperate, pay for a cleaning service.
I don't have the money for that! Please, Carol, just this once, help me!
It's not just that I won't, I can't.
What do you mean?
I live somewhere else now. I got promoted to work in corporate headquarters. I'd had offers before, but I turned them down because I was married. Now that I'm free, I finally said yes. My new salary's better, plus I get a housing stipend. I used it to move into a condo near the office.
You've gotta be kidding me. Why do you get everything? You're the one who got dumped. I should be the one thriving. Instead, I'm stuck eating dollar ramen in a cluttered hellhole, and you're out there living in a luxury condo? This is all backwards.
And that's the difference between us. I build, you burn. You're still waiting for someone to fix your life for you. And the one person who used to do that, she is gone.
Carol, I was wrong. All of it. I should have stayed with you. I see that now. It's always been you. Please, let's try again. I'll divorce Lena. She means nothing to me now. Just say the word and I'll walk away from her. Let's start over.
That won't be happening. Why would I tie myself to a broke, underemployed man in his 40s who can't cook, can't clean, and has the emotional maturity of a teenager? You don't need a wife, you need a babysitter. Goodbye, Adam. I hope the $30 ring you gave that college girl was refundable, because that's the last thing you'll ever get back. Even after everything, the betrayal, the lies, and the pathetic downfall, Adam kept sending me what I can only describe as Romeo texts. You know the kind. Long, rambling messages about how he missed me, how he made a mistake, how we could fix this. Sometimes he begged for another chance, other times it was just a thinly veiled request for money dressed up as concern. I ignored every single one. Eventually I blocked him on everything, changed my contact info, and even made sure he couldn't find my new address. I didn't want so much as a carrier pigeon from him. The line was cut, permanently. A few months later, a mutual acquaintance told me Adam's marriage to Lena collapsed after just 2 months. She cleared out their joint savings account and ran off with some 20-something gym rat she met online. Adam was left with nothing. He sold the house, liquidated the furniture, and now lives alone in a dingy studio apartment, working a dead-end job just to afford instant noodles. I wish I could say I was surprised. As for me, I am thriving. I got promoted, transferred to headquarters, and moved into a sleek high-rise condo with 3 cats and a fully stocked wine rack. For the first time in years, my life is peaceful. No drama, no chaos, just freedom, sunlight, and the quiet joy of knowing I survived him. Am I interested in getting married again? No thanks. I already did my time.
Hey, you're Michael, right? Rihanna's husband? I hope I got the right number. It's gonna be real awkward if this isn't you. Yes, this is Michael. Who is this? Oh, so it is you. Awesome. My name's Sean. I figured it's time we spoke. Okay. What did you want to speak about? Am I correct this has something to do with my wife? Oh yeah, dude, it has everything to do with her. I've been seeing her. And by seeing her, I mean seeing her naked. Does that explain it for you? Or do I need to keep going? Because I can if you really want. No, that's fine. You've made your point. How long has this been going on? A few months, actually. Look, I know this isn't the ideal way to find out, but I figured you deserve the truth. Hey, we're both guys, right? Yeah, we're both guys. So, you're giving me a courtesy heads up that you're having an affair with my wife? Exactly. I'm not trying to start drama. I just think you should know. You're a doctor, right? Busy, successful, probably not around much. I think she felt, neglected. And every time she felt neglected, she came to me, which has happened a lot, by the way. And now you're stepping forward to, what, apologize? Apologize? Me? Why would I, dude? She's happier with me. That's just the truth. Nah, this is just to make the transition smoother for you. You seem like a guy who keeps it professional. So I'm hoping we can handle this like adults. Is that what this is? An adult conversation? Well, yeah, we're both adults, aren't we? Anyway, I know there's probably a divorce coming. Totally get it. All I ask is that when the money stuff comes up, alimony, the house, whatever, just be reasonable. She's not the enemy here. She just fell for someone else. So you expect me to provide for her? Well, yeah, you've got the career, right? That means you have a lot of money and stability. Meanwhile, she's starting over. That's hard to do, you dig? And come on, the courts usually side with the woman anyway, am I right? That's how the system works. When a couple breaks up, the guy forks over half his stuff to the woman. That's an interesting interpretation of divorce law. I'm just saying, as the man who's gonna be looking out for her best interest from now on, I wanna make one thing clear. I'm not gonna let her settle for anything less than as much as she deserves. You're awfully invested for someone who just admitted to sleeping with my wife. Look, I didn't come here to fight, and I know that you're a big fancy doctor and all of that, and you know a lot of stuff. But again, I'm just trying to avoid surprises down the line. That's reasonable, right? Sure, I'm actually in complete agreement with you. Let's agree to keep things civil. I'll see to it that Rihanna gets exactly what she deserves. Hey, I really appreciate that, man. Let me know how the numbers shake out. I might have to turn down an offer if it's not enough, but you get that, right? Oh yeah, I totally get it. We'll be in touch. Rihanna, we need to talk. This isn't something that can wait.
Seriously? Right now? I'm out with my friends. It's karaoke night. I'm super buzzed, and I am literally about to go up and sing. Can this not wait until tomorrow?
Sean messaged me. He introduced himself and said he's been having an affair with you.
Oh, so he actually went through with it. I told him not to say anything yet. I wanted to enjoy the thrill of going behind your back a little longer. He's so impulsive sometimes.
So you're not denying it?
No, I'm not. Why would I bother? I figured you already suspected something. It's not like I was trying that hard to hide it.
You weren't.
Well, there you go. I mean, what did you expect? You've been practically invisible for months. I was just the person who lived in your house. I did your laundry, I washed the dishes, that's about it. You didn't even look at me anymore.
That doesn't give you the right to step outside the marriage.
Oh my god, Michael, spare me. You're not exactly husband of the year. Maybe if you'd put half the effort into me the way you do your career, this wouldn't have happened. The way you do your career, this wouldn't have happened.
You could have said something. If you were feeling lonely, then we could have talked about things. But instead, you chose to betray me.
Right, because talking to you would have gone so well. I know how that conversation goes. You'd nod, say, we'll talk later, then vanish, right into your next 14-hour shift. At least Sean listens. At least he makes me feel like I exist.
So this was all about attention?
It was about someone actually seeing me. Actually, you know what? No, screw this. I'm not doing this right now. You want to yell, lecture? Fine, just not tonight. I'm not ruining my mood over this.
I'm not yelling. I'm not even surprised. But I am documenting this. I want to be crystal clear about what you've just admitted.
Oh, get over yourself. What, are you already drafting divorce papers? That was fast. I guess this is just a business transaction to you now.
And you're the one who turned it into a transaction.
Fine, then let's talk numbers. I assume I'll hear from your lawyer soon. But let's be clear, I am not walking away from this empty-handed. I spent years married to you, supporting your schedule, putting my career on hold. I'm entitled to something. And don't think I'll let you nickel and dime me just because you're pissed.
You're entitled to whatever the law provides, nothing more.
Don't play the cold robot routine with me. You're not the only one with rights here. I gave you my best years. I kept everything running so you could succeed. The least you can do is take care of me.
Once again, Rihanna, I assure you, you will be taken care of.
Wow, that's all I get from you? After everything?
After everything, that's more than you deserve.
Unbelievable. You know what? I'm heading to Sean's place after karaoke. Let me know when your lawyer is ready to talk. And don't lowball me. It's insulting. You know I'm not stupid.
You keep saying that, but I'm starting to have my doubts. Hey man, quick question for you. I just saw something Rihanna got from your lawyer. Some kind of agreement? Or I don't know, something like a breakdown of payments? All I saw was that the bottom of the page says $15,000, and it looked like something you two had both already signed. I assume you're referring to the damages claim that was served to her? Damages? I don't know. I don't think that's what it was. It looked to me like a divorce settlement or support estimate or something. And that's what I wanted to talk to you about. 15 grand seems a little low though, don't you think? I mean, she's your wife. She deserves more than that after everything. No, the amount on that form you saw was precisely what she deserves, especially after everything. Dude, come on, are you really gonna do this? I thought we had an understanding. We had our little man-to-man chat the other day, right? Yeah, the man-to-man chat when you stormed into my texts and announced you were banging my wife. Yeah, that chat! And I told you I wasn't gonna let you lowball her, didn't I? And then you go and pull something like this. I'm disappointed, dude. Super disappointed. I thought we were beyond this. Well, you're gonna have to go have a talk with your lawyer because this thing is going straight in the trash. You're gonna have to fork up a lot more than a measly $15,000. That document wasn't about what I'm giving her. It was about what she owes me. Wait, what? You're misunderstanding the situation entirely. That document isn't a settlement in her favor. It's a legal demand for breach of contract, as outlined in the prenuptial agreement. Hold on. Are you saying she's the one paying you? That's exactly what I'm saying. Okay, well, that doesn't make sense. You're the one who's the big shot doctor, right? You're the one with all the money. She's starting over from scratch. That kind of imbalance usually triggers support payments, not penalties. Not when there's a legally binding prenuptial agreement in place, and not when the party initiating the breach, in this case your girlfriend, violated it. Okay, but this has got to be negotiable, right? I mean, you're a reasonable guy. We could work something out. 15 grand feels, I don't know, it feels kind of bitter and resentful, especially with the timing. I'll tell you what, we'll agree to pay you nominal damages of $1. There's no we involved in this process. This isn't a negotiation, it's enforcement. The details of this were set in stone years ago. All right, but just hear me out. You and I both know how this stuff works. Judges don't care about cheating anymore. Everyone's doing it. The system still favors the lower earning spouse. You're a doctor. You're doing fine. 15 grand isn't even a month of your income. Don't you think you should be the bigger person and just, let this go? Once again, you've completely misread me and my motivations. This isn't about the money. As you pointed out yourself, I certainly don't need the money. No, this is about accountability. She signed a contract, she broke it. There are consequences when you break a contract. Man, come on! You don't actually expect her to cough up 15 grand? She doesn't have that much money, you know that! She doesn't exactly have doctor cash, dude! That's her problem, not mine. Huh. I guess since you seem intent on staying with her, that makes it your problem, too. Okay, look, can we be real? This whole prenup thing isn't even enforceable? Like, really enforceable? I'll bet she barely even remembers signing the damn thing. Yeah, that's what it is. I bet the whole thing was forced on her. You pushed it through before the wedding. That kind of stuff doesn't hold up in court, right? It does when it's properly drafted, properly reviewed, and properly notarized, which it was. And just so you're clear, it doesn't matter if she remembers or not. All that matters is that she signed the prenuptial agreement of her own free will. She even initialed the page that has the infidelity clause on it. I can have my lawyer send a copy to you if you don't believe me. Infidelity penalty? That's a real thing? In this case, yes. And since she's already admitted to violating it, in writing, there's not much left to argue. Okay, well, what happens if she just doesn't pay? Then we go to court. That becomes a matter of enforcing a debt, which could turn into wage garnishment or a lien on any asset that she has. A lien? Over an affair? That's nuts! You're actually gonna go that far? Yes, because when someone treats a marriage like it's disposable, they shouldn't be rewarded for it. Okay, but real talk, if she doesn't have the money, she's not going to pay it. So, who do you think she's gonna lean on for help? You? Yeah, and I'm telling you now, I don't have it either. I'm between jobs. I've been freelancing. Things have been tight lately. That sounds like a conversation you and Rihanna need to have. You can't actually expect me to take on her legal mess. I didn't sign any prenup. No, but you are involved. You knew she was married. You knowingly participated in the violation. That opens the door for additional civil action. And yes, that can involve you. No way! You mean you could sue me for this too? Nuh-uh, no way! I don't believe that for 1 second! You can tell yourself that if it helps you sleep, but I think you're forgetting the old lawyer adage. You can always sue somebody.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Why the hell am I supposed to pay you $15,000? You're the one with the mansion and the Lexus and the investment accounts. I'm crashing at a friend's house and eating microwave noodles. You think I can just cut you a check for 15 grand because you're in a bad mood?
This isn't about mood, it's about a legally enforceable contract. You signed it, you violated it. The clause is very clear.
Oh, screw your little contract. I didn't violate anything. I fell in love with someone else. You think people should be punished for that?
No one's being punished for falling in love. You're being held accountable for lying, cheating, and breaching an agreement you signed freely. You don't get to rewrite the terms now just because they stopped working in your favor.
This is total garbage, and you know it. You're just doing this because your pride's hurt. You can't stand the idea that I left you first, so you're weaponizing some dusty contract to get revenge.
If I were after revenge, I'd drag this through court and ruin both of you publicly. What I'm doing is far more generous. A fixed amount, clean break, no press, no courtroom. You're welcome.
Generous? You call this generous? You're literally demanding money from the woman you married. You said vows, Michael. You wore the damn tux and smiled through the photos. And now you're acting like this was a business deal from the beginning.
I didn't turn our marriage into a transaction. You did that when you brought a third party into it.
Unbelievable. You know what? Fine. Keep your 15 grand. Because I'll be walking away with way more than that once the divorce is finalized. I know my rights. I know how marital property works. Half of everything you own is now mine. That's the law. I'll take the $15,000 hit. The money I'll get from you will more than make up for it.
No, it won't. read the prenup again. You waived claim to my premarital assets. You waived spousal support unless the marriage lasted 10 years, and it didn't. And you specifically agreed to the infidelity clause, which voids any claim to community equity if you cheat.
That's not enforceable. No judge is going to back that up.
Actually, they will. It's already been reviewed and validated. You had legal counsel when you signed it, Rihanna. Trying to backpedal now isn't gonna change anything.
This is so typical. You spend all your time at work and none of it with me, and suddenly I'm the villain for moving on.
You didn't move on. You moved around behind my back and into someone else's bed while still living under my roof. That's not forward motion, that's deception, and it comes with a price tag. Pay up, Rihanna, or else.
But how am I supposed to come up with $15,000? I don't have that kind of money. I'm unemployed, in case you forgot.
Then find a job, or ask Sean to cover it. After all, he helped you get into this mess. But you're not getting out of it without paying what you owe.
You are such a jerk, Michael.
And you're blocked. From now on, all communication goes through my attorney. I didn't have to chase revenge. People like Rihanna and Sean do the damage for you. After the documents were served, everything started unraveling. Rihanna tried to bluff her way through court, but the prenup held. She owes me 15 grand she doesn't have, and her attempts to dodge it only made things worse. Now she's facing wage garnishment. Sean? He panicked the second he realized he might be on the hook too. Turns out freelancing doesn't pay enough to cover someone else's mess. They're not living the dream. They're living in a cramped apartment with bills stacking up and job offers vanishing the minute someone Googles their names. I've heard the arguments carry through the thin walls. And me? I'm doing just fine. I go to work, I come home, I sleep well. No more lies, no more apologies, no more pretending everything's fine when it isn't. I didn't burn their life down, they lit the match themselves. All I did was stand back and let it fall. Hannah, seriously, how much longer are you gonna be out shopping? Everyone's already showing up. The living room's full of my relatives and it's nearly 4 o'clock. Dinner's not gonna be for another couple hours, so you need to set out the snacks and drinks. Hannah, why aren't you answering your phone? Hey, I'm talking to you. Don't you dare ignore me.
Sorry, I'm driving right now. Just got caught in a bit of traffic.
Wait, traffic? Where are you coming from?
I had to go downtown. We were missing a few ingredients for the roast and the appetizers, and they don't sell them at the grocery store. It's usually not that crowded at this time of day, so I figured I could be right out and back. But apparently, there was a pretty nasty crash on the highway, so I've been stuck in a traffic jam for the past 30 minutes. I'm doing my best to get back.
Unbelievable. So, don't just tell me about the problem, tell me exactly what you're doing to fix it.
I already texted Ashley. She said she'd start prepping in the kitchen.
Ashley? Oh, well, she's good for something in a pinch, I guess, but don't think I'm letting you off the hook just yet. You're my wife. That makes you the hostess for this gathering. You're supposed to be here making sure everything runs smoothly.
I know, and I'm sorry, but right now I need to focus on the road. I'll be home as soon as I can.
Fine. Just don't take too long, you hear me? We got a house full of hungry people waiting for you. Where the hell are you, Hannah? We're almost out of booze and I got a house full of people wondering why their cups are empty.
I'm at the liquor store down the street. I'm grabbing more wine and beer right now.
Oh, for God's sake, woman, you're doing this now? Are you kidding me? You've had all day to get everything ready for tonight. You really waited until the middle of the damn party to go and restock?
I'm sorry. I didn't expect us to run out so quickly. You're all drinking way more than I expected.
You didn't expect it? How many years have you been hosting this New Year's Eve thing with me now?
I think this is the 25th year we've done it, if I recall correctly.
That's right, you've been doing this for 25 freaking years, Hannah, and you still don't know how much alcohol we go through?
I bought the same amount as last year. I thought it would be enough.
Yeah, well, that just goes to show you that you shouldn't think. Nothing good ever comes of it. In any case, I'm not interested in hearing any stupid excuses from you. 25 damn years and this is what I get? You've learned nothing. It's pathetic.
I'm sorry, really. I didn't mean for this to happen.
Just save it, would you? Get the booze and get your ass back here as quick as possible. We need to talk.
Talk about what?
There's something I'm announcing to the family tonight, and yeah, you need to be here for it, so quit dragging your feet and come home, now!
All right, I'll leave as soon as I check out.
You better. I'm done waiting around for you. So when are you gonna start packing, Hannah? I don't want your stuff lying around when Julie moves in next week.
We live in the same house, Tom. If you've got something to say, then you can say it to my face, not through texts like some coward.
Don't start with me. I'll say things however I damn well please. The only thing that matters is this. Julie's moving in, you're moving out. End of story.
Julie, as in your mistress?
She's not gonna be a mistress for much longer. We're gonna get married as soon as possible. Next week, to be precise. She's pregnant, Hannah, and I want her moved into my house and settled in before we officially tie the knot. So do me a favor and get out, quickly.
Listen to yourself, Tom. You always used to pride yourself on being the great, honorable, firstborn son of your family, and this is where you landed? Cheating on your wife of 25 years with someone young enough to be your daughter? Wow. Just wow.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means you've become a pathetic cliche. You throw away your wife of 2.5 decades for some 20-something bimbo with a flat stomach and revealing attire. And your whole family just claps and smiles like it's a damn fairy tale. It's sick. All of you are sick.
Oh, please, don't act like you didn't have a part in this. You're not innocent.
Because I gave birth to a daughter and not a son? That's your justification?
That's one part of it, yeah. I've always wanted a son to carry the family name. Julie's given me that. But this is more than that. I found love, Hannah. Real love.
Real love. Right.
Julie and we connected instantly. She may have come into my life later than I expected, but when we met, I knew. It hit me like lightning. This woman is my soulmate. It was a feeling I never got with you. And now she's pregnant with my son, the heir I've waited for all my life and you never gave me.
You mean the son you think will fix everything for you? You really believe knocking up a younger woman erases the years we spent building this life together?
It's not about erasing anything. It's about finally having what I want. And out of respect, which is much more than you deserve from me, I'm offering you more alimony than I need to, so don't start whining.
Respect? You cheat on me, replace me, and kick me out of the house I have run for 25 years. And now I'm supposed to thank you for cutting a check?
Let's not pretend like you've been perfect. You're just an old woman now. You couldn't give me a son. You've got nothing left to offer. Take your daughter and get out.
Fine, but don't expect me to disappear overnight. Finding a new place takes time, especially since I have never had a job or income of my own. You made sure of that, remember? You don't need college, you said. Just learn how to be a good wife. You trapped me in this role, and now that I've outlived my usefulness, you're tossing me like garbage. I'm not leaving tomorrow. I need at least 10 days to get ready.
10 days? You've got to be kidding me!
2 weeks would be fair, but I'm trying to be civil. I'm the one who has to rebuild my entire life from scratch, Tom. You made damn sure I'd be dependent, and now I need time to build a life that isn't chained to you.
Whatever, just be gone by the time Julie moves in.
Mom, are you okay? Where are you right now? I've been bouncing between rental offices all morning, touring places, gathering info, making calls. It's not so easy to find something that both isn't a rat-infested slum and won't break the bank. Wait, so this is for the new apartment already? Yeah, we've only got 10 days to get out, remember? I was hoping maybe you'd come along. But you said you had plans with your friends today, right? Yeah, I did. Sorry. I didn't know you were diving in this fast. It's okay. Honestly, it's probably better this way. At least this is happening now, when you're still out on winter break. If I can get everything settled in the next few days, the move shouldn't cause too much disruption. Still, Mom, the way Dad handled all of this, it was so totally unforgivable. He stood up in front of everyone, my aunts, uncles, cousins, and made his disgusting announcement like it was a romantic toast. In his mind, it was happy news. He's getting a new wife, a new baby, a new start. Perfect timing, right? A big New Year's Eve announcement for maximum attention. He is such a narcissist. He walks around acting like he's the head of some royal dynasty. Like, hello, it's not the Middle Ages anymore. Being the firstborn doesn't mean that much now. Meanwhile, you're the one who's been holding everything together all these years. Ashley, no, seriously. Every year it was the same thing. You planned the holiday party, you cooked for 30 people, you poured drinks, you cleaned up after everyone. Even with me and Grandma helping, you were still doing almost everything on your own. And now what? You're being tossed out like old leftovers? And for Julie, who's, 25? 22, actually. Even worse. That's barely older than me, Mom. It's gross. Like, how can Dad be attracted to a girl who's practically the same age as me? It's super pervy. And the fact that the family just sat there clapping and smiling like it was no big deal, I wanted to scream. It's already done, Ashley. There's no undoing it. He's made up his mind. But why are you going along with it? That's what I don't understand. You've done everything for this family for years now. But now he tells you to pack up and leave and you just do it?
You know something? Well, as awful as it sounds, I'm actually kind of...
Wait, what? Excited? Aren't you, devastated, angry, hurt?
Excited. Yeah, I'm hurt. Of course I am. He betrayed me. But more than anything, I feel like I can finally breathe. Like I've been stuck in a dark little box for half my life, and now someone finally opened the lid. I'm not just losing a husband, I'm gaining freedom.
That's weirdly inspiring. You're right, it is freeing.
And I've been thinking, what if we move to the city?
Wait, what? The city?
Well, until your graduation in March, we'll stay nearby, just rent a small apartment, something manageable. But after that, we make the leap, you and me. We start our lives over in the city.
That's a huge change. Do we even have a plan?
Nope, not even a little bit. But we'll figure it out together.
You used to be terrified of change. What happened?
I don't know. Maybe I finally reached my limit. Or maybe I just remembered who I used to be. When I was your age, I dreamed about living in the city. I wanted to work, build something for myself. But then I met your father, married young, and quit my job. That dream just disappeared.
You think we can really do this?
I think we can do anything we damn well please. We're not tied to anyone anymore. No traditions, no expectations, no patriarchy breathing down our necks. Just us.
Wow, you know what? Let's do it. Let's start over. Big city, new life. I'm in.
You sure?
If you're this fired up about it, how could I not be? Let's go.
All right, then, it's decided. No more waiting, no more settling. Let's write our own story now.
Hannah, where the hell are you? I just woke up and you're gone! You didn't even make breakfast before you left. What gives?
Oh, so you didn't bother to read the letter I left on the table?
What letter?
Yeah, that figures. Ashley and I found a place sooner than expected. We packed up and left first thing this morning.
Oh, okay.
We'll stay in state until she graduates, but after that we're moving farther away. It's all in the letter. You might try reading it.
So you actually left, huh? Fine, whatever.
Oh, and I also went ahead and filed our divorce papers this morning, too.
Ah, awesome. That saves me the trouble. Okay, well, thanks for being a good little girl and doing as I told you. Don't ever come back to this house again. Got it? It's not your home anymore.
You don't have to tell me twice. Now, before I go completely, I'd like to say one last thing.
What is it?
Yes! Yes, yes, yes!
Are you okay?
Am I okay? I am way better than okay. I'm finally free. No more serving your entitled relatives. No more smiling while being erased from every family decision. No more groveling for respect in a house I ran for 25 years. I am done with you, Tom, so don't worry. I'll never come around bothering you again. Goodbye, loser. Hey, Mom, I'm finally off work. That was my last shift of the year. Now I have a few days to get some much-needed R&R. You definitely deserve it, sweetheart. Today was my last shift, too, at the bakery. We're closed until after the new year, too. Wow, that's perfect timing. Should I stop by the store on the way home? Maybe pick up something fun for tonight? Honestly, I don't think we need anything. It's the strangest feeling. Up until last year, I was always collapsing under the weight of a mile-long shopping list around this time of year. Right? I'm walking out of work thinking, wait, that's it? It's weird not racing around with you, making billions of tiny appetizers that mostly get spilled on the floor by you-know-who's drunk relatives. Exactly. This time last year, we were losing our minds prepping for your father's New Year's Eve bash. He wanted everything perfect, from appetizers to the drink table. Not to mention that ridiculous countdown backdrop he made you hang. And let's not forget Christmas and Thanksgiving, too. Back-to-back cooking, cleaning, hosting, fake smiling through drama. You practically lived in the kitchen for 2 straight months. And now, not a single casserole to make, no guest lists, no fake smiles. Even the deep clean is already done. We don't owe anyone anything this year. Which means we're totally, gloriously free for New Year's. You know what I'm thinking? I sure hope you're thinking girls' night out. You read my mind. Let's find a nice place with a spa, soak all night, and toast to the future. A future with no one breathing down our necks. Now that is what I wanted to hear. And even if we can't find a place with a spa, we can just go to a nice hotel for a night. Then we could hit the spa in the morning. That's the spirit. Let's plan it all out tonight. Just you and me, no rules. This is gonna be the best New Year's ever.
Ashley, it's me, your father.
What do you want?
You need to come home for the holidays.
Excuse me?
It's Julie, my new wife. She's completely falling apart. She's constantly exhausted from taking care of the baby, and she does nothing but complain. And even if she weren't, it's not like she's actually good for anything around the house. She can't cook, she doesn't know how to host, and the whole house is a mess. We've got Christmas and New Year's coming up, and no one else in the family is stepping up to host the usual get-togethers. You were trained by your mother. You know how to handle this stuff. And since you're the eldest daughter of the family, it's your responsibility to help carry on the family's traditions.
No.
Hey!
Screw you, loser. Bye-bye. Apparently my ex had the nerve to message Ashley. He jumped right in and started barking orders at her like he used to do with me. He told her that it's her duty as the family's eldest daughter. This from the same man who once sneered that daughters were worthless. The irony would be funny if it weren't so pathetic. It's obvious he had no idea how much work it takes to organize family gatherings like that. His mother-in-law used to do it when she was healthier, and then I took over that role from her. Now he's stuck with Julie, who probably only married him for the family money and can barely handle making a home-cooked meal for 3, let alone a full family gathering. Serves him right. Imagining his house full of hungry relatives with nothing to eat or drink, I have to admit it's pretty satisfying. As for us, Ashley and I are spending New Year's at a beautiful hot spring inn. No guests, no obligations, just freedom.
So, rumor has it that Mom and Dad set you up on a date, right? Okay, girl, time to spill the tea. Mom showed me the guy's picture. His name's Hugo, right? His dad's some big shot CEO and he's a total dreamboat. Ugh, you're literally marrying into a fortune. That's insane.
It wasn't a date, it was just I guess it was just a meeting. We met and we talked for a while, and that's all. I haven't decided anything yet.
Oh, please, Mom already said you gave the green light.
Wait, what?
Yep, she said the wedding's in 3 months. You're not wasting any time at all, are you? I bet you're hard at work getting ready right now, huh? 3 months is practically tomorrow in the bridal world. We're getting married, and in 3 months? Since when? Back up 1 second, I haven't said yes to anything yet, much less getting married in 3 months. Well, I mean, you were gonna say yes eventually, right? Why wouldn't you? He's hot, he's rich, he's heir to a whole company, and you'd instantly become a spoiled, pampered housewife. That's the kind of stuff girls dream about. That might be what you want in a husband, but I have my own criteria for the man I'm going to marry. I'm looking for something a little more meaningful than wealth and influence. Oh wow, look at you, pretending to be deep. Sis, no offense, but your options aren't exactly overflowing. Have you looked at yourself in the mirror lately? You're kinda, ugly. I'm aware I'm not the family beauty queen, thanks. But that doesn't mean I have to settle for someone I don't even know. Well, sure, I guess you don't have to, but real talk, sis, if you turn this chance down, you're only going to get uglier from here on out. At this rate, you're going to have 100% chance of being alone forever in no time. You should lock in some man, any man, while you still have the chance. Morgan, you got a D in statistics in high school. I won't be taking advice from you on my chances for anything. And it's my life, so I'm going to decide the path I take. That's all. Oh yeah, that's a really great idea. Flaunt how much smarter you are than me. Newsflash, men don't like smart women, at least not women who act smart. You should be grateful someone like Hugo is even an option. This isn't a competition, and this topic is definitely not your business. Stay out of it, okay? Oh, yes, it is so my business. How did you land the single most eligible bachelor in the city while I'm stuck waiting for Prince Charming to text back?
I'm done with this conversation. I have somewhere to be.
Oh my god, really? You're gonna walk away all smug just because you're the chosen one now? At least admit it. You're secretly intimidated by how fabulous I am. Come on, look at me. I'm cute, I'm fun, I'm basically wife material. Ugh, you are so infuriating. You're not even that pretty, and yet you act like you're too good for everyone. Just wait, I'm gonna prove I'm better. Hugo's gonna see what he's missing, and you're gonna be so embarrassed. Hey, are you ignoring me? Stop doing that. I am still talking to you. Rachel! I'm gonna show you once and for all that I am the superior woman. Just you wait. Rachel! Oh my gosh, you are not ready for this. Seriously. I have big, massive news.
Oh boy, I'm so excited. I can't wait to hear it.
So, I slept with Hugo. Kidding. Well, okay, not kidding. I actually did sleep with him. We had an absolutely heavenly night together 3 months ago.
3 months ago? Hold on. You mean this happened immediately after we met?
I texted him, we grabbed dinner, and let's just say things moved fast. Honestly, it was electric. And get this, he told me he knew you had a younger sister, but no one warned him I'd be this jaw-droppingly beautiful. Isn't that like the sweetest thing you've ever heard? Once he saw me in person, he said he wanted me, not you. And for the record, those were his words, not mine.
I see. And what did Mom and Dad say when you told them?
Oh yeah, about that. I haven't told them. Not yet, anyway.
You haven't told them? Morgan, the wedding is in 2 days.
Yeah, I brought it up like forever ago. I told them that I wanted to marry Hugo instead, but they totally brushed it off. They were making a bunch of stupid excuses why I couldn't marry him, but I tuned it all out. Like, once they said no, what's the point?
Wow. Okay, what about Hugo's parents? Do they know, or...
No, we haven't said anything to them either. But I mean, Hugo's cool with it, so why stress about how our parents feel?
Double wow. This is just... Ugh. And the venue? You can't just switch brides like it's musical chairs. No wedding venue is going to allow that.
Actually, funny story. They totally are going to allow that. Hugo's got a buddy who works there. The whole thing's been cleared. Smooth as butter.
Okay, well, this is quite the development. I'm honestly unsure how to react.
We were gonna make this big surprise. You show up, I walk down the aisle, everyone's like, whoa, plot twist. But yeah, 2 brides would have been awkward, huh?
You seriously think this is funny?
Funny? I don't know. I just think it's things going back to the way they should be. Oh, I found the marriage certificate that you and Hugo were preparing for the wedding. I went ahead and worked a little magic, otherwise known as whiteout. I erased your name and wrote mine in its place. Ta-da!
What? Hold on. What's this about a marriage certificate with my name on it? I never signed one of those.
Well, Dad gave it to Hugo and it had your name on it and everything. It was practically gift wrapped.
Wow. So you and Hugo are really determined to go through with this, huh?
Oh, you want to know how determined I am to make Hugo mine? Well, listen to this. Guess who's pregnant? This girl. I went to the OBGYN yesterday and the baby is perfectly healthy.
You're serious?
Dead serious. Once his dad finally kicks the bucket, Hugo's going to be running the company. And that means he'll be raking in all sorts of money to spoil me with. I mean, it's basically a real-life fairy tale minus the pumpkin.
I see.
Sorry for snatching him, I guess. But come on, it was kind of a miracle that a girl like you landed someone like Hugo in the first place. Let's be real, that wasn't gonna last. No offense, but you're not exactly dazzling. Anyway, you can still come to the wedding. You don't have to stay, though. You could always just drop your gift off at the reception desk and go back home. No tears, no drama. That's the vibe.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
Aw, don't be salty. It's not my fault you're uglier than me. Blame Mom and Dad for that. Life isn't fair, sis. You should know that by now.
Wow, Morgan, I really can't thank you enough for this.
Huh? Wait, was that your sad little final jab? Trying to act all graceful like you're not dying inside?
Nope, I'm genuinely grateful to you. This saves me a lot of trouble.
Wow, you can't even admit you're crushed. That's honestly kind of pathetic. Rachel, did you spend all night bawling your eyes out because your precious Hugo is mine now? Be honest, did you cry into your pillow and listen to sad breakup songs on repeat? Just do me a favor and don't show up at the wedding in some kind of jealous meltdown, okay? That would be like super embarrassing for everyone. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the dress. Your face looks like a warthog got the mumps, but at least we're close to the same dress size. It fit me perfectly. I'll bet this dress is breathing a huge sigh of relief knowing that I'm wearing it instead of you. This thing is incredible. It's custom made by a really exclusive designer. If you don't come to the wedding, I'll probably just take a bunch of selfies with it so you can take it all in.
Oh, great. I wondered why my phone was blowing up with notifications, and now I immediately regret checking. I guess you're busy getting ready for your wedding, so why are you taking the time to talk to me?
There you are. I was wondering when you were going to text me back. I was half convinced you were going to ghost us forever out of shame. Gotta admit, I respect the guts.
It's not ghosting. I'm simply cutting back on talking to people who I can't stand. And no, I'm not coming to the wedding.
Oh, okay then. Honestly, that makes things way less complicated. No dramatic scenes, no awkward stares, just a beautiful ceremony starring none other than yours truly.
So yeah, I'm gonna go and probably never speak to any of you ever again. So can you pass along a message to Mom and Dad?
Are you seriously sending me on errands now? Whatever, if it's just showing them a message, fine. Let's get this over with.
Thanks, sending it now.
All right. What's this big final statement of yours?
As I have told you on more than one occasion, I never, from the very beginning, had any intentions of marrying Hugo.
Wait, what? Hold on.
And as you also know, I've been in a committed relationship with someone else for quite some time.
Are you kidding me? You, the ugliest woman in the world, had a boyfriend?
I was appalled when, after my boyfriend's parents had already invited you to come to their house and meet them to celebrate our engagement, you went and arranged for me to marry some man whom I had never met, all without saying a single word on the subject to me.
Oh my God, you didn't just have a boyfriend, you were engaged?
We have talked this over for quite some time now, and we have come to the conclusion that this is an absolutely unforgivable display of disrespect. And as such, we have decided to cut all of you out of our lives for good. We are moving out of this godforsaken town and starting a new life for ourselves somewhere else. Furthermore, we have already gotten married. We had a ceremony with just my now husband's family and the few members of our family whom I trust. This is the last you will hear from me. Don't bother trying to find us. You won't.
What? What the actual hell? You're eloping? Are you serious right now?
Very serious.
Well, where are you running away to?
As if I'd tell you that. That would kill the point of eloping. We're gone.
No. You can't just bail like that. Literally none of that makes sense. Why haven't you told me about any of this? I mean, you never wanted to marry Hugo? What? Rachel, are you there? Rachel, everything is falling apart. The wedding was a total disaster. People are yelling, Hugo's parents are freaking out, and when I say freaking out, I mean they are livid. They just told me that there's no point to this wedding unless you are the one marrying Hugo. What does that even mean?
It means the marriage wasn't about love, it was a business merger.
Huh?
I'll explain in the simplest terms possible. Our dad's company and Hugo's dad's company have both been drowning in debt for years. They thought tying the families together would solve everything.
Okay, not really sure what that means, but...
Hugo's dad owns a key patent that our parents were hoping to use, and our family holds some proprietary technology that could have saved their company. They thought combining them would lead to a new product line or something that could save both companies. But it had to look legitimate, so they needed me, the good daughter, to marry in and seal the deal.
So they just decided to marry you off like we're in some kind of medieval fantasy movie?
Yeah, that's a pretty apt analogy, actually. It wasn't about me being happy, it was about cutting costs and saving face. They thought if we became one family, they wouldn't have to license the patent or spend thousands of dollars and man-hours negotiating fees. It was a shortcut.
And I messed that up?
You didn't just mess it up, Morgan. You detonated it. You swapped the bride, broke the chain of trust, and didn't bother to tell anyone. Now the agreement is worthless. Without me, the partnership has no foundation.
Okay, I really don't have any idea what any of that means, but let's just skip that for now. I just found out the worst thing of all. Hugo's not going to inherit the company.
Oh, wow. He's not?
Yeah, apparently he's got no business sense at all. The only reason he has a job at the company in the first place is because he's family. They basically just give him a salary and have him do minor work that won't do too much damage when he inevitably screws it all up.
Huh. Yeah, I'd buy that. So who's the next CEO really gonna be?
His older sister.
I see.
I see? Is that all you have to say to me? They tricked me. Hugo tricked me. You tricked me.
No, I didn't.
This sucks. And then I just now hear about your stupid boyfriend.
Husband, but continue.
He's apparently some super crazy successful business guy making like 4 times what Hugo makes.
Yeah, that's probably an understatement. He started an online business that really took off, so yeah.
Right? That's the kind of man I want. That's the kind of man I deserve. Give him to me.
Huh?
You heard me. I want your boyfriend, so give him to me, and then you can marry Hugo like you planned.
What?
Okay, we've got a deal, so hurry up and get over here with your boyfriend.
Morgan, you told everyone you're pregnant with Hugo's child.
Well, yeah, sure, kinda, but...
And today is the day you move into his family's home, remember?
I am?
I'll do you the favor of forgetting you ever made that absolutely bonkers proposal just now, so just be sure to keep your head down, okay?
Wait, what's this about me moving in with them?
You'll find out shortly. Oh, and a heads up, Hugo's mom is an absolute nightmare. She's such a menace that she was solely responsible for Hugo's last wife going crazy and running away. Get ready for your daily dose of passive-aggressive breakfast chats.
Wait, what? Hugo's been married before? No one told me that.
Maybe because you were too busy stealing dresses and bragging to listen. Hope you enjoy tiptoeing around her for the next few decades.
Oh my god, I can't do this.
Sure you can. Well, actually, you probably can't, but do your best. I would strongly advise you to be careful not to earn your mother-in-law's ire. Well, I'm about to get rid of this phone, so it's been nice knowing you.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My husband's business is doing pretty well and is expanding overseas, so he thought it would be best going forward to move to a tax haven. And I doubt we'll ever set foot in this country again, so I don't need this phone anymore. I'm gonna buy a new one with my husband's money.
Rachel, wait!
Nope, no waiting. Goodbye.
Please, you can't abandon me like this.
Sure I can. Just watch me.
Rachel, no!
I heard the rest from a cousin who still talks to that side of the family. Apparently, Morgan tried to forge divorce papers and free herself from Hugo once things went south. But he caught her, snapped, and became like big brother to her overnight. At the same time, his mother, who always saw Morgan as beneath them, went full attack mode. She blamed Morgan for ruining the financial deal, for destroying the family's one shot at recovery. Now she looks at her like she's some cursed object, something shameful and dirty. Then came the collapse. Both companies, ours and theirs, went under within months. Bank accounts drained, reputations ruined, everything gone. Morgan's the scapegoat now. They call her a jinx, a parasite, a burden. She gave birth not long after, but even then, she wasn't spared. She's working around the clock doing whatever job she can get, just trying to scrape together enough to pay off the mountain of debt she helped create. As for me, I am far away, finally living my life. No noise, no drama, just peace. And I plan to keep it that way.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.